Ulysses Campbell for Fantastic Forum. 28 Days Later is the third in the series chronicling events following an outbreak of a deadly rage virus in Great Britain. The movie reunites the writing and directing team from 2002's 28 Days Later, Danny Boyle and Alex Garland. It is an engaging film and makes a surprisingly interesting and thoughtful statement despite the backdrop of a zombie apocalypse. The result is something fresh out of what could have been a stale and repetitive exercise in horror filmmaking. Spike is a 12-year-old growing up on a remote island of survivors in the UK quarantine zone 28 years after the outbreak of a deadly virus. His father takes him on a rite of passage generally reserved for mid-teens as they brave the dangers of the mainland to hunt infected. After their return following a narrow escape, Spike learns there may be a physician living on the mainland who is the only hope for his ailing mother. Alone with his mother, Spike ventures into the unprotected region of the quarantine area in a search for the medical expertise that will save her life. 28 years later stars Alfie Williams, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Jodie Comer, and Ralph Fiennes. The supporting players are Jack O'Connell, Emma Laird, Robert Rhodes, Aria Kellyman, and Kim Allen. Among the excellent cast, Alfie Williams in particular stood out for me. At only 14, he is a very impressive young actor. And he provides a moving and nuanced performance as Spike. Keep an eye on this youngster. Jodie Comer as his mother, Isla, created complexity and depth to what could have been a two-dimensional role. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ralph Fiennes also deliver their usual strong performances. Alex Garland pins an unexpectedly emotional tale here. It should remind the audience that, in horror, zombies are actually a vehicle best used to explore the different ways in which people behave when civilization breaks down around them, and Garland does this expertly. Danny Boyle's direction of the material is precise. He knows where he's going, and he gets the audience there effectively. There are some gruesome and gory scenes for sure, but all are in service to the story. The Academy Award-winning director also generates some beautiful and creative visual artistry to the production. 28 Years Later has a runtime of 1 hour and 55 minutes. It is rated R for horror thriller. There is some nudity and brief sexual situations. As I mentioned previously, the action sequences feature a good deal of gore, as one would expect for the genre. Despite one of the stars being a youngster, I would advise against taking children. I think this is potentially nightmare fuel for most kids under about 14. A well-crafted movie with unexpected depth. You don't have to be a fan of zombie horror to enjoy it. 2.5 stars out of 4. Ulysses Campbell for Fantastic Forum.